Hi, have you ever not just thought, but truly believed you could not do something? Have you ever tried to do what you thought was impossible and actually been surprised by your own capabilities? I'm here today to give you a new perspective on your own strengths and capabilities, as well as equip you to help other people see their own. I not only have firsthand experience with this topic, but I've also obtained a bachelor's in liberal studies at SDSU. The topic of mindset has been one of many hot topics in the world of education over the last decade or so. With that being said, I have studied, researched, and collaborated on this topic on many occasions throughout my undergraduate schooling. Many of my professors implemented it into our projects, papers, and homework. Establishing a growth mindset as opposed to a fixed mindset in your daily life will help you achieve higher goals, think more highly of yourself, and ultimately achieve greater success. Today you will learn what a growth and a fixed mindset are, the benefits of a growth mindset within the classroom, some of the benefits of living with a growth mindset, and lastly, how this all pertains to you. With that being said, let's move to our first topic. The perspective change that I previously mentioned was the difference between a fixed and a growth mindset. A mindset, by definition, is a fixed attitude, disposition, or mood. Having a growth mindset is far more beneficial, especially when it comes to academia. A growth mindset means that you believe your intelligence can be developed, while those who have a fixed mindset believe that their intelligence is fixed. When studying undergraduate students, the authors of Growing a Growth Mindset wrote, "Students who believe that they can improve with effort and guidance are described as holding a growth mindset, and those very same students are more likely to take on challenging tasks, persist through challenges by trying new strategies or increasing their effort, and ultimately achieve greater academic success." Growth mindset is about recognizing that struggling and failure is important. In fact, Winston Churchill once said that success is moving from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. On the other hand, students with a fixed mindset will translate this failure and the challenge to a total lack of intellectual ability within themselves. The authors of Growing a Growth Mindset wrote, "Thus, students with a fixed mindset tend to avoid challenge, quit when they encounter challenge, and ultimately achieve less academic success." One of the most profound professionals on this topic is named Carol Dweck. Dweck wrote a book called Mindset, all about the growth mindset. In this book, she inferred that the best thing adults can do is to teach their children to love challenge, to be intrigued by mistakes, enjoy effort, and keep on learning. She says that way those children don't have to be slaves of praise. They will have a lifelong way to build and repair their own confidence. How great is that? Most of what Dweck writes about and what I'm most intrigued by is the growth mindset within the classroom. Implementing a growth mindset into your classroom can be a game changer for your students. Switching from a fixed to growth mindset has had life-altering results for many students, including myself. In the third grade, I was diagnosed with ADHD and a visual perception impairment. I was given an IEP, which meant I was taken out of class every day to work on whatever I was struggling with. I was constantly seeing specialists and doctors, and I even went to vision therapy, which most people don't even know exists. This all played a huge role in my mindset towards school. I was constantly being reminded how behind I was and how things were easier for my classmates. I began to act on what educators call learned helplessness. I felt so defeated that basically I decided because of my diagnosis, I couldn't do anything. My mother, who's a teacher, saw this and began to implement the growth mindset into my life. As she did, she quickly saw my grades rise as my mindset, attitude, and motivation changed. Instead of being excited about my grades, she got excited about my work ethic. Instead of telling me I had to pass, she'd tell me I had to try my best. Something so simple changed my life path and continues to help me overcome challenges to this day. Studies have shown that when students are held accountable for a growth mindset, GPAs rise. And not only do their grades go up, they start to believe in themselves, and it's such a beautiful thing to watch. You may be wondering how this all applies to you, especially if you're not going into the education field or you don't have children of your own. So let's talk about the benefits of a growth mindset for adults. Now that you know what a growth mindset is, think of a place in your life where you feel stagnant. Maybe you go to the same job every day, you likely do, but maybe at that job you do the same task every day. Can you think of a more efficient way to complete that task and bring that to your boss? Or if you're watching this right now, you're probably in my public speaking class, which means you're furthering your education. And if you're anything like me, public speaking is hard. So use that growth mindset, believe in yourself, and believe that you can give a great speech. In the past year, we've all gone from normal school and work to complete online education, and most of us online work. And now some of us are doing half and half. In a study that looked at what it took to be successful for online education, the authors wrote, students who embrace a growth mindset and grit will view the fluid structure of the course and need for self-direction as a challenge to be overcome rather than a barrier leading to failure. Working towards that growth mindset might be the push that you need to finish a course, finish a semester, maybe even finish your degree. So take what you've learned about the effects of your mentality and grow. What areas of your life could be improved by a growth mindset? In conclusion, we all have more control over our own success than we've been led to believe. By simply changing your mindset and your focus, you can do what you once saw as impossible. So start saying yes to those challenges and learn to see failure as a step closer to achievement. Thank you.